What a welcome. Good morning, everyone. My name is Demetrius Critchlow. I'm the Senior Vice President of the Department of Subways within New York City Transit. Thrilled to be here amongst an amazing team of folks. We'll talk a little bit about what these folks are doing. Today marks a special day for New York City Transit. We have system-wide about 150,000 lights in our subway system, which we're converting right now from fluorescent to LED for 2026. We've made upgrades to 3 stations, Bergen Street, Carroll Street, and here at Lafayette Avenue. And this week we'll start work at Clinton, Washington on the A line. Now, this might seem like a small thing for some, however, it is huge in terms of the message that we're trying to convey. Riders are going to see a difference. It will be brighter. Your platforms, mezzanines, and staircases will now be lighter and brighter, and that will give the sense of comfort that the system is more safe. We'll also take an opportunity to look at areas that are dimly lit and require additional fixtures. One thing to note, as my trains are running on time as they should, one thing to specifically note is that as customers feel safer, as the areas are lighter that they use, it also lightens the areas that our cameras, our hundreds of thousands of cameras that we have throughout the stations, will be able to get better images when things happen and occur in our system. So not only will it feel safer, it will be safer. Another added bonus to installing these LEDs is that it will generate roughly $6 million in annual recurring energy and cost savings for materials. So I'd like to thank, first off, this facilities team, which is the very same facilities team who's been doing all the magnificent work that you see in all of our stations, the 53 renovated stations that we've done for 2023, and the 50 that are forecasted to be done for 2024. Fantastic work by this team, always looking at new and ingenuitive ways to make the system better, safer. So we want to thank people and welcome them back to our subway system. We want them to feel safe, and we think that this LED change out will be one way to make it feel better for our customers. And with that, I'm happy to take your questions.
All right, we'll start with Faith Graham of News 12. Faith.
Yeah, so I just have a question on what will the rollout look like in terms of how the stations are selected to move forward and with the timeline?
So the first couple stations we selected, we had a project that would essentially relamp and clean and relamp our locations. So the first couple locations were on a schedule already to be cleaned and relamped. But going forward, we'll be looking at the locations that are part of our renovations. We'll also be looking at locations that have reported to have darker or more dimly lit corridors. So focusing on areas to target our specific customers who have challenges or have expressed an issue in certain areas.
All right, we go to Alice Gaynor from CBS 2. You have a question? No?
Off topic.
Off topic. Let's see if we got any other on topic. Anybody else? Greg Mocker is on topic from Pix 11. Greg.
You said system-wide by, was it 2026?
Yes.
Is that anything that could be accelerated? I mean, how is it a complicated job? It's not just changing the light bulbs? Well, why is it going to take to 2026 for the system?
So each of these bulbs that are fluorescent have to be rewired in order to accept an LED. So it does take a little bit of work by this fantastic team. It does take some work on the back end to be able to make it possible. So. And it's, again, I said earlier, 15,000 cameras within the system. This will give us a better visibility into.
All right, let's go. Anybody else on topic? Let's go to Alice then. Alice, you had an off topic. Go ahead from CBS 2.
Was a worker doused, an MTA worker doused with some kind of liquid last night? We're hearing.
I am not familiar with that. I've not heard that.
All right, we'll get back to you on that. Other questions? Over to Ben Brockfeld from... Ben is right here. You're yielding to Greg?
I'm yielding, yeah.
We have a yield to Greg Mocker from Ben Brockfeld.
Could you address how this, how this will play into worker safety as well on there? There have been a number of high-profile assaults. TWU is going to discuss later with a worker who was assaulted. We saw some video of that as well. Where does worker safety play into this initiative?
So one thing that has been very clear throughout the administration of the current people who are here at the MTA, General Lieber has made it very clear his support for our customers and for our employees. The effort that the governor and the mayor did for cops camera care was a huge point forward for us. Cops in the system, additional cameras in the system, cameras up, crime comes down. So the reality is, I'll tell you first and foremost, I care about my workers. I care that my workers come into work one way and go home in the same way that they came to work. So I want to make the environment as good as possible. This to me is right up that alley. It focuses on how do you, one, light the system properly so that you can see all of the areas that may not be as well lit or as dimly lit in some areas, but also to be able to capture those who specifically are targeting my employees, our customers, who don't have the best interest in heart.
All right, we got Nia Clark, I think, is over there from New York 1. Nia.
So, hello. Thank you. Do you know, can we just get a concrete number in terms of increases in MTA workers year over year from 2022, 2023 in terms of, and I guess now, but it's the beginning of 2024, so.
You're saying increase in workers?
I'm sorry, workers who've been assaulted.
Okay, we can get you that information.
Okay.
All right, any other questions? Great, thank you, everybody. Thanks very much. Appreciate it. And for those watching the stream online, we're going to send you some B-roll before and after the new lights coming up online.